Welcome, welcome everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. If you can hear me, let me see a thumbs up in the chat box. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Esther, for reminding me to drop, the link. Welcome. Okay, so we're going to wait for like 5 minutes, okay, for more people to join us. Okay. So welcome. Please let us unmute our microphones. Mute our microphones, okay? Let us mute our microphones. Thank you so much, Olawale. Thank you. Okay. So welcome. Please let us mute our microphones. Okay. Thank you so much for joining this early. Thank you. Let me still remind people on the group as they join. So give me some minutes to go back. So I want us to also share in the chat box. Today is all about reflecting. In the chat box, let us know where you are joining from, and so far your PhET experiences. Just share some PhET experiences you've had so far. Can we do that in the next 10 minutes or 5-7 minutes while we wait for others to join? Okay. Let me see your experiences so far. Are we doing a good job? Okay. Let me remind everyone to join. Please do now. Okay. Right. Just reminded everyone to join now. So we'll wait for the next 4 minutes. Okay. Thank you for joining early. Oh, I see Abiola from Ijebu, Nigeria. Okay. I see Esther from Abuja. Let's type in the chat box where we are joining from. I want to see. Where are we joining from in the chat box? Oh, thank you. So PhET simulations are very handy tools for teachers and students. Thank you. Please do share your experiences on the chat box. From Okene, I see Jeremiah from Okene, Regina from Ghana. Thank you, Regina, for joining us. Jumia Amodu says, I'm joining for Lagos. I'm still struggling with my work, especially introduction. That stress tried discouraging me, but I'm still forging ahead. I hope to overcome. Okay, we are going to, anyway, we'll address the issues you're still struggling with, Jumia. So we will do that. This is Emmanuel. This is Emmanuel that always joins with an AI assistant helping. I wonder if he's here, or I think I've never tried this, but this is interesting. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. So great to have you here. So great to have you here. We will start in a moment. Can I see the chat box? Tell me your experiences. Clementina from Ogun State, where are you joining from? So I've understood to some extent what PhET simulation is all about. I plan using the concept, okay, learning method in my classroom. Great one. Let us see in the chat box, what have your experiences been so far? Can we type in the chat box? You know, today is all about, is the final webinar and is on reflection on how our experiences has been. So please do, you know, drop where you're coming from, joining from, and also share your experiences with everyone here. We're waiting for you. You can just drop it in the chat box. Okay, I see Olawale says, I have completed all my assignments on introduction. I submitted my pre-implementation lesson yesterday and I got graded. Whoa, this morning. But I've not received graded feedbacks for concept questions, interactive lecture demonstrations, and multiple choice questions for the past 4 days. Okay, so just be patient with that. You would get it. But nice one. I'm happy that you've done your implementation. So we're going to so we're going to hear from you today how it went. Okay, 2 minutes more and we will begin. So let me see in the chat box. Anyone else with any experience, please do drop. Let me see in the chat box. Okay, let me still go remind everyone. All right. Okay, I think we can begin now. Yes, I think we can begin now. I think we can begin now. Welcome everyone. I appreciate you for taking our time to join us. Welcome. Okay, Clementina says, I have completed my assignment on introduction, but it seems after going through the class, I still have activities overdue. Okay, we're going to check all that today. All right. So before we begin, I want you to, if you have any questions, I'll just take 10 minutes, okay? Any questions as regards problems you are encountering on Coursera, can I see a raised hand? So you unmute and speak quickly. Anyone with any questions, issues? Can I see a raised hands? Okay. I see Olawale. You can unmute and speak.
All right. Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your help and time.
Yes. You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. Time for your word of encouragement, ma. Yes, I'm trying to work with a time. Though you say you are going to give us extended time, but I'm trying to finish within the given time. So I'm done with my introduction part. I submitted all the assignments, and I've not gotten. I've gotten feedback for the first one. The first day I did it, I got feedback. Yeah, the second day. But for the multiple choice question, interactive lecture, and concept questions, I've submitted all of them, but I've not gotten any feedback. But to my surprise, the one I did yesterday, which is pre-implementation assignments, I submitted that one yesterday and I got my grade this morning. So
have you done your activity design course?
Yeah, I've done the activity design course.
Okay.
But I'm still having issue on that one as well. It's of 2 parts. As math teacher, do we still need to go through that of science?
No,
because I know that
just
my
maths. It's just maths. Just maths alone.
But my percentage is not. I've finished everything under that one. I've submitted my activities assignment. But the percentage.
Can you drop your email? Drop your email on the chat box. On the chat box. Let me see.
Okay, I will drop it. Okay, I will drop it.
Drop it now. Drop it now. Let me quickly go through your course, your own file.
All right, I'll do that right away.
So I'm waiting.
I've sent it, ma.
Okay. So let us quickly check. You said the problem is okay. Oh, okay, let me share my screen.
All right, thank you, ma.
Okay, so this is you here.
Yes, ma.
Okay, so you have not done your, have you used which of the you said which of the methods pedagogy did you do? You said you did whole class, interactive and concept questions.
I did all of them, ma. All of them. I don't even know. I
Did
did
you
all of
do
them.
did you do peer review for all of them?
Yes, peer review, yes.
You did.
Yes, ma.
Like
I did 5 instead of
5
3.
5. Okay, just be
Yeah.
patient. Others will review you. Okay? Then for
Then
then
for
for activity
activity,
design, hold on.
yeah. Uh,
Did you do the peer review for your maths?
yes, I did it. Yes, I did the peer review.
Okay,
But my percentage is fine. Yes.
just be patient. You would get it. Okay?
Okay, all right, ma. But
You will
please, ma,
get it.
what I noticed is when I was trying to do that of the science part, you understand?
Mm.
Just going through the lesson, I discovered that the percentage is increasing. Though you said as math teacher, I don't need to do that of science. I'll just
You
go
don't
to
need to.
the yeah. So
You
that's
don't need
the
to.
challenge.
It will
All right,
increase. You don't need to.
all right.
Okay?
I've done everything and I've submitted my activities assignment.
Okay. Just hold on, Alawale. You are going to tell us about your experience very soon. Okay? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so
Okay,
much. Thank you.
yeah, just hold on. I will call you up now to speak how your implementation in your class went. If you had pictures, if you have pictures to share and all, okay?
Uh, all right, all right.
All right, Jumia, you can quickly speak.
Okay, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Mine is also on introduction to PhET. As I'm looking at my screen now, I have 2 assignments overdue, and I did whole class inquiry. So, and I have 3 graded assessments left. I don't know. And it's telling me I have 89% completion.
I think I've responded to you, Jumia, on the group.
No, you did not.
I did, oh, Jumia. Please, I don't know. You people are, God. You people give me so much stress on the group, oh. This work is an NGO work. It's quite free, oh. So you give me so much work. I responded to you, Jumia. Look at my screen. This is you here. This is you. Can you see me here? This is your email, Jumia Amodu. I responded, have you done your peer reviews? If yes, then kindly wait for others to review your work. I even screenshot what I saw on your intro. I responded to you, Jumia. Can you see it?
I am seeing it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so please be patient. Okay, so sorry. Okay. So any other person with a question? Or Jumia, is that all? Is that all? Hello? Hello, Jumia Amodu, is that all?
Sorry, I muted the mic. I didn't know, and I was here shouting. Yes,
okay,
for now, that is it.
Okay, thank you.
Is that the reason why I am 89% completed?
Yes. It's probably if you have submitted all your assignments, okay, and you have done the peer review, it means someone else has to review you. So that's why. Okay?
But I'm not meant to do interactive lecture and concept questions.
No, you are not. You are just meant to do one. Yeah. So move on to activity design.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Okay, well done. Well done. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Obina, you can speak now quickly. Mr. Obina Okonkwo, you can speak now. You can unmute your microphone and speak.
Good morning.
I can't hear you. Please increase the volume of your microphone.
Good morning. Can you hear me, ma?
Very faintly.
Oh, very faintly. Okay. Set. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay. I have one challenge. I don't know if it's actually a challenge. For the week 2, I needed to make a choice of topic for my assignments. And the challenge, I needed to check, I needed to do motion as a motion for static motion. But I am looking at, I may be introducing some notation like increase in mass, M1 being greater than M2. And I don't know if those symbols are really allowed while doing the assignments. Because for the one that they did as a sample, it was just straight. They just use a simple item under physics for conductor. So I don't know if I can actually introduce a sign like M1 being greater than M2, then I can make, I can go on with the assignments. So I actually paused because I don't know if those mathematical notation can be introduced.
I don't get. Well, it's a STEM program, so why not? So it all depends on you and what you want to teach. Are you with me? If those notation will help you pass your information to the students, why not? So it's all about following the pedagogy. If you are following now, the week 2, is it which course? Is it activity design?
Activity design, yes.
So if you watch the videos, if you read the materials on the course, you see that everything is all about making your activity sheet simple to understand. So if that you feel would be simple to understand, to explain whichever topic you want to, okay, using the simulations, why not?
Okay.
You can use any symbol, mathematics. It's a STEM program. Even on the sim, there are symbols also. Are you with me?
I'm with you, ma.
Yeah, so feel free. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, ma.
Okay. So let me see. Let us now go to, please, we can mute our microphones. Let us mute our microphones, please. Okay, so today, let me quickly go through this, then we'll start sharing our experiences. So we are on to our post-implementation reflection. Please. Oh my God. Please let us mute our microphones. Let me quickly go to where I can mute everyone. Mute all. Yes, mute all. Okay. All right. So post-implementation reflection. All right. So a reflection tool should be used to evaluate our lesson plan after we use it with our students in our classroom. All right. And if you notice in the first course, we have pre-implementation and we have post-implementation. It is not all about, going to implement your PhET activity and after that you close your work. No, you should reflect on it. What went wrong? What was hard for the students? Please, Esther, please stop. Esther and Ba, please stop writing on your screen. Okay. So what went wrong? Are you getting me? What didn't students understand from your activity sheets? If you use whole class inquiry method, what didn't students understand? How can you refine it? You must assess it. Were you able to conduct the class well? What strategies can you put in place for next time? Because this is not a one-time use. Because after this program now, so what I'm going to start driving is continuous usage of the PhET Sims. Okay, it is not just to get the certificates and that's all. No, let us drop that notion. It is not about the certificate. Yes, the certificate is there to help and enhance your career, but to get the best out of your students, to make them understand If you are the same physics teacher that teaches SS1, teaches SS2, teaches SS3, if you teach them well in SS1, those prerequisite courses that you have to build up in SS2, it will be easy for you to build up because you have already reinforced that knowledge in them. Are you with me? Or it will be, even if it's not you, if you're not the one teaching them in SS2, SS3, it will be easy for the other teachers to also follow up and build up. So that's why after your getting the first certificate, it doesn't just stop there. It's all about continuous usage of the simulations. Okay, so it's good for self-assessment as soon as you implement your lesson plan. All right, so in the Coursera, you can see that there's a document for post-implementation reflection. So you go through that and you tick and see where you have gone wrong, what you did, and others. So some of the basic things that you need to really ask yourself after your implementation is, did it make the learning goals explicit and ensure students understood and valued them? So this is one of the first questions. Your learning goals, did the students get it? All right, from your activity sheets. They are particular, when we did our last week Saturday class, that's when we're preparing for implementation. Okay, I emphasize that at the end of your activity sheets, even in the course, there's always an emphasis. There should be a final check, and that final check is evaluation of your goal. After they have gone through all this, the way we teachers do final check as examination or final check as tests. For PhET, there's a final check, a question that determines if your students really got the goal from that experience. Okay, so you must have that. All right, so you confirm that from looking through your activity sheet, or if you use a whole class inquiry, you don't have enough resources, it's whole class inquiry you did. Okay, you would also ask, did the students get what I wanted to achieve, my goals? So you have to ask that question. Another question is, did it provide students with a clear expectation about the flow of the lesson? There should be a flow, there should be a structure to the lesson, not that you go from point A to Z, then from Z you come back to the middle, maybe Q, from Q. No, there should be a flow. Okay, it's like babies, from sitting, rolling over, sitting, crawling, then before you see, they start taking their first one step and all that. So there should be a flow. Okay, there's always a flow in life. So did the students get that flow about the lesson? You would know as a teacher, because when students are getting confused, you would also know. Okay, another thing also is, did the lesson evolve through logical and attainable sequence of conceptual development? What this is big statement really means is, did you logically structure your questions? Are you getting me? Is it sequential? Just what I'm saying, that it's just this point just buttress the second point. Did it have a logical flow? Is it sequential towards your own, there's a particular concept you are trying to make them understand? Did you logically ask those questions? The way we ask questions or set tests in exams, did we follow all these things in? But in the PhET pedagogy, we don't ask close-ended question, it is open-ended. Okay, as you have been going through the course, you must have been very conscious of that, because it's always said open-ended questions to allow students deliberate. Okay, and encourage active learning. When it's open-ended, active learning is encouraged. Now, did the room setup support students' collaboration and teachers' facilitation? It's very important. We might see this as not being important, but when you go to some schools, there are some schools here that have good setup, classroom management and setup. But if you notice, in most schools abroad, they always have their STEM lab. Okay, they call it STEM lab. So there's a very structured sitting. So it's not just one person to a desk or two people to a desk. There's a structured sitting, like 4 to a desk or 5 to a desk. So did you set up your class for this? Okay, so make sure you do. All right, and yes, we have several barriers that might not be able to help us, do things the way we desire perfectly, like in the Western world, developed countries. But still, we can use whatever resources we have here. Gather the students, bring 3 tables together. At the end of the class, the students would gladly arrange back. Bring 3 tables together, arrange, let your setup be okay for you to also move around for teacher facilitation. Are you with me? Now, the final question is, was technology ready to use and inappropriate student to device ratio? In one of my implementation of the schools, I didn't click this check mark. Okay, why did I say that? Because before I went there, I should have told the teachers, because I went to train the teachers. So in training my teachers, I do make them go through an activity design sheet like students. So they have a few. Then I train them on, oh, this is how you develop your activity design sheets and all that. So I forgot to tell them to please download these sims. These are the sims I'm going to use. I forgot. When I got there the next day, in fact, when I went to the school premises, it is all these areas in Aja that is only you have to carry your phone literally, and you are looking for network. Some teachers say in their own classroom, they might not receive a call till they step out and maybe heading home. That's when they'll receive call or something. Those network problem areas. So you have to try and say, okay, teachers, please, at home, do download, have these sims in your devices, in your laptops, then come. So you have to prepare for technology, because, this is a technology tool. So preparation is essential. Download the sims a day before. It should be on the systems you're going to use. If you're not using a system, maybe it's just your laptop and it's a whole class inquiry method you're using, make sure it is on your laptop. If you have phones are allowed in students, for students to bring, or you can use some of your colleagues' phones, tell them, please download this thing on your phone. Okay, so make sure technology is ready to use. Okay, and in cases where you have enough devices, student to device ratio should be at least 1 device to 5, at least. So there's maximum efficiency. Okay, so these are the basic things that we should look out for. So another thing also, active learning environment. Did it foster an active learning environment? Did you allow students have their own voice? We are not used to students talking in the classroom, but PhET implementation uses the active learning pedagogy, and it must be noisy. Are you with me? That class must be noisy. There's no how. If it is not noisy, then you are not doing active learning. It's just that you now have to have controls, protocols. That's classroom protocols. When you know that the noise is getting out of hand, there's some protocols that you can use. Sometimes teachers, you clap twice. Everybody, you see some students hear you and keep quiet. Others that don't hear you, clap louder again. And everyone, more people join. And suddenly, if you clap the 3rd time, everyone is quiet. And you now direct them on what to do. So, did you foster an active learning environment while teaching, implementing the PhET activity? This is one question you should ask. Did you promote equitable student engagement? Did you allow them speak? Okay, and one way to allow students speak is in arranging them, you should ensure that you mix the groups. Not everyone, apples in one group, orange in one group, pineapple in one group, watermelon. No. Mix them, different fruits, different flavors. You know the active, very active, the non-active, the people that are slow, the people that are fast. Mix them up. Okay, because this would promote what? Student engagement. You will be so amazed that the quiet students you've been seeing in your class will start talking from that day. You'll be amazed. Okay, so these are things that we should look out for. Fostering what? A student-centered active learning environment. Okay, so some sim activity facilitation strategies that you can use. Teacher, did you use the simulation to provoke interest and ongoing inquiry? That's some questions you can ask. Did you monitor, promote student engagement? Did you address the needs of diverse learners? Okay. For instance, if you're in a school where special needs, the first simulation also have special needs features. Okay, I would also share that maybe later in the group for people that are blind, and there's a feature there that has voice, that when they touch, play around with the scene, there's a voice character. Yeah, is it voice character? I don't know what it's called in tech world. Okay, so there's a voice feature there. All right. So for the students, you also ask, did they fully explore the relevant features of the sim through open play? You should tick all these questions. These are the reflections, post-implementation reflections, where they're asking their peers questions inspired by the simulation. Like, what did you, when you touch this thing, did you see what happened? Were there conversations happening? Those are the things that when you are going around, you are checking and ticking all these things. Are you with me? Did they use the simulation to test their predictions and explanations? All right. Some of your activity questions should lead to this testing of what? Predictions and explanations. Are you with me? Did they discuss how their thinking was similar to or different from what they observed? All this should drive that. Are you with me? All this should what? Drive that. All right. Did they use the activity sheet as a tool to illustrate deep thinking? Okay. Were there observations, predictions, hypotheses, data collections, conclusions, and reflections? This question, you need to know if that is in your activity sheet. If it's a full tool that we use, there's a table to collect some particular data, and there's, observations, and finally, reflections. That's your final check. So these are questions that you should also ask and confirm. So, and the most final important reflection is, did this lesson plan help students achieve the intended learning goal? That is the bottom line of PhET. And your learning, it focuses on your learning goal. Every lesson note focuses on your learning goal. And has PhET helped you to achieve this? This is the final question we should ask ourselves. So now I'm going to stop sharing and come back to us now. I want Olawale Olaniyi to speak. I think you must have implemented your lesson plan. All right, so, and anyone else here that have implemented their lesson plan, that's done the activity itself with their students, please signify. Let me see a raise hands. If you have implemented your activity with your students, can I see a raised hands? If you have, can I see a raised hands, please? Please. Can I see a raised hands, please? Anybody? Nobody? I'm going to call Mr. Olawale. Please share with me your experience with your students. Please unmute. Please, I want someone share with me with your experiences using the PhET Sim.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Yeah. I just finished this yesterday. I was not able to, I just finished. I'm planning to apply this next week. I just finished the pre-implementation, so the students were not around when I wanted to use them yesterday. So I'm working on it.
Okay. Please, do we have any other person here?
Hello, ma.
Yes. Okay, yes, Mr. Olawale, I've heard you. You said you are working on it.
Yeah, because of the rain yesterday, some of them they were not able to come with their devices that we needed to use.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes. No problem. Thank you so much, Mr. Olawale. Thank you. Is there anybody here that has implemented, please? Anybody? Anybody here that has implemented? Nobody? Okay, has anyone here ever used PhET in their classrooms? Not like, okay, you have a activity design or something. Have you ever used PhET in your classroom to teach before? Have you ever taught with PhET simulations before? Anybody, please? Anybody? And I want to ask if Mr. Godwin is here. You know, he promised to come share his own experience. Anybody here? Please feel free to speak.
Hello, good morning, madam.
Good morning, Mr. Eric. Thank you. Speak.
Yeah, I'm still working on the course and like the activity design. I'm not done with that yet, but I've been able to use some of the PhET simulations in my classes, and it sparked a lot of interest and intrigue in the students, and it also helped, facilitate quicker learning. Like I teach mathematics, but I also teach geography. And the simulations I used were from the earth science category. Some of the simulations were from the earth science category. And yes, it was quite fascinating for the students because it was something they've not been used to before. And yes, it sparked a lot of interest, brought a lot of questions, a lot of concept questions also. I was able to tackle them during my lessons. So yes, it's been a very good improvement in my own teaching and their own learning experience as well. But like I said, I'm still going through my activity design. I'm not done with the course yet, but so far it's been a good experience using the PhET simulations in my lessons. Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. Thank you. So any other person? I see Mr. Collins.
Hello.
Yes, please speak on.
Yes, I am actually driving now, but I am using a hand-free. I am in Ghana, and yes, my school is actually on vacation. We'll be resuming on the 2nd of October. So I use my children, my biological children at home.
Right.
Yes, and you come and see. They will not even let me sleep. They wake up in the middle of the night and they want that they can't please turn on the laptop for us. Okay, so I'm actually using them as a dress rehearsal so that when school resumes, I'll take it up from there and then implement it in my classroom. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much, Collins. Thank you so much, Collins, for your contribution, for speaking. Thank you. I appreciate this. Nice one, using your children. Thank you. Thank you so much. You'll be so amazed at what even kids that are not even, the age, their curriculum, their age for that particular curriculum that you want to teach, your learning goal, you'll be amazed that they would understand using PhET. Okay, so it will really, really change the ball game in our teaching in Nigeria and in Africa. It's used everywhere in the world, but the usage here in Africa is quite low, especially in Nigeria, most of all. Okay, if you, I think last year's statistics, the usage of PhET simulation is higher in South Africa than any part of Africa. I think Nigeria is like, is it 5th or 6th or thereabout in Africa? And it doesn't supposed to be so because the population of Nigeria alone, it's like how many countries altogether? So that's why we're here promoting the usage of PhET. It's really helping the education system, okay? Even in university level, yes. Not only secondary or elementary, even in university level, these simulations are being used to teach. Okay, so that's why we're encouraging teachers to please use this, continuously use it, not just for certificates, okay? Use it in your classrooms and it will motivate, encourage STEM learning, people to embrace them, kids to embrace them, even till tertiary university level. So is there any other person that wants to share their experiences with PhET simulation? Any other person? You've used it, maybe you have not gotten, yes, you have not gotten to, through the Coursera, you have to build up your activity sheets and all that. But if you have used it in your classroom, maybe just to demonstrate something, please share with us. You can unmute the microphone and share. You can unmute the microphone and share, please. Any person? I wish Mr. Godwin. Mr. Godwin, have you joined us? Mr. Godwin, are you here? Okay, let me quickly do something. I actually wanted him to be here to explain.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Ayola.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, please.
I teach physics. So
okay.
For my year 12 student, that will be SS3. So I was trying to teach them about total internal reflection. So I use that PhET simulation. So for reflection, I use it for refraction of light, moving from, on that simulation we have air to water, we have air to glass and all that. So I tried using it for them, and so many of them, they got it. And I had a less challenging moment of drawing on the board.
Wow.
Or using charts. We have teaching aids that we use Flex and all that. So it was a live simulation. They were seeing the movement as I touch it, as I move. In fact, there was this protractor on it to measure the angle of incidence and angle of refraction. So
I want to get that simulation first. So
okay.
we see it together. Can you see your screen? Is this it? Is it this one?
Refraction is refraction of light.
Okay. Let us look for it.
Head out. Yeah, pass it.
Which one?
Yeah, pass it. Up a bit. Yes, this one. This bending light. That
okay,
bending light.
This one, right?
Yes. Yes, okay. Bending light.
Great.
So for it to be total internal reflection.
So which one did you use? Is it the first one? Intro, right?
Yes, the first one, intro, yes.
When did you do this? Was it recently?
Yes, recently. That should be last week.
Okay.
So
okay.
I put on the bulb, that touchlight. When you put it on, you put it on. Then you must set this. We have 2 layers now. We have 2 medium.
Air and water.
Air and water. So it must now travel from dense to a less dense. So air is less dense than water. So and you can change the medium to glass and air. There's a place where you can change the medium
I've
to
just
glass
done that now. Yes.
Okay. So now, as you are moving this is totally internally reflected now.
Yes.
But normally it's not supposed to. So you have to bend this light up to the right, the touch light, bend it to the right.
Okay.
Just move it. You see that?
Yes.
This is the beginning. You start from this point. So as you are increasing the angle of incidence, someone will be bending towards the horizontal line. As you continue to, you see that something is reflected internally, but it's a weak reflection.
Yes.
It's not a strong reflection. So until when this angle of incidence increases, so keep on bending it to the left. So it gets to a point that when you're on the left.
Okay.
Bend it to the left, like that. We have passed that point. There's a critical angle.
Critical angle, yes. 90 degrees, right?
Degrees. Yes. Before the total internal reflection becomes strong.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that explain to them, then it goes right. Then once the angle of incident greater than critical angle, then we have total internal reflection.
So you can use your protractor
yes, you can measure
get
those
the angle.
So
great.
Yes.
Great. Why didn't you speak since now, Mr. Ayola? It's a very interesting class you did. Eh? And please, you share the pictures on the group. Eh? And you can see your testimonies. You say your students got it, right? Hello?
I've not even done the implementation, so I'm working on the.
Oh, you just opened the simulation and they already got the course, the topic.
The implementation, I will do a video and share it.
Great. Great one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great one. Great one. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. Okay. Any other person? Yes. Is there any other person that wants to share? Feel free. Even if you, just like Mr. Ayola just spoke now, he hasn't implemented, but he has used the sim. So have you used it in the class and see the reaction? Were you able to achieve the goals? Have you done that? If you have, just, speak. You can speak. Unmute your microphone and speak. We're sharing our experiences. That's it. Any other person? Okay, let me quickly, if maybe because of network, Mr. Godwin is in here. He shared with me a video yesterday. Let me try to share the video so you watch. Isn't here. Sorry. Okay, Mr. Olawale wants to speak. You can speak. You raised your hands. You can speak.
Yes. I don't know. I think we teacher too supposed to share, like we too as teacher, we are learning just like a student. We are learning for the first time. I don't know if it's allowed for we also to just share one or two things, how we use the stimulation with our colleagues. That's what I'm thinking.
Of course. If you have used it with your colleagues, why not speak?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You understand? Because we as teachers, we are just learning it as true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's right.
So, have you used it with your colleagues before?
No, actually, I used it just like going through the same those things I discovered and all that.
Okay, no problem. We're here to share. Everyone is sharing their experiences. Let me quickly play this video and let me know if you can hear this.
So we are using
can we hear
simulation to explain a certain topic, and we're looking at number line. Okay? The way they taught you number line in your DS1 is different from what we are doing here. This one is practical based. Alright? Now I will show you how to calculate the distance between your negative pole and your positive end. Alright? So what we have there, we have absolute distance there. The absolute distance is this. That x1 is representing what? Negative pole. While x2 is representing positive pole. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what we have here. This is this simulation now. If you move this ball, okay, to this point, these balls are here. We move it to this point. What is the value this ball is lying on now? Who can tell us the value? 0 is your what? Center of origin. Okay. Now this one, we move another ball, we put it here with our clicker. Alright? What value is this one? +3. So if we move these two values, put them in place of the absolute distance formula, what do you think will be the distance between these 2 points? Alright? So let's do this. Now this point, I want to use this. I'm looking for the absolute one, distance and this one. Okay? Then we have our S1 was what? Look at the PhET simulation. What was our S1? What is your S1 here? -5. Then our S2 +3. Now just come here and do this. We now say, okay, our AD, absolute distance, is what? Our S1 will be this.
Okay, I think that's the end. All right. I just said I should play this, video to, this is Mr. Godwin trying to implement his own activity. Okay, I think network has not allowed him to join us today. All right. So he was working on a number line. You can see maths. All right. So it is helpful in helping, right now our world is so visual. It's no longer abstract. There are a lot of things contending with everyone's attention. And even in the school, kids, they get home, phones, games, TV. If we can bring these visuals into education, it will also help out. So that's why PhET Simulation is here. Digital, visual, gamified. It's gamified. All right. As you're clicking, there's interaction, something is happening. And this is what kids understand now. My children play with it, number play. They say they want to play. It's like a game. And they are learning. It's focused on making them get conceptual understanding of key things in science and mathematics. There are a lot of games and characters and all that. That is just for entertainment. But now this is for education, edutainment. Okay, so with us teachers creating that scaffold, creating that logical sequential pattern for kids to get this specific STEM learning goals. So that's why we're here. So I encourage everyone to please try to complete the course. Complete the course, not just yes for certificate, but also for continuous usage, because it's going to help. If you feel okay, it's going to stress you now, all right, okay, you should not do it. Let other teachers do it. If other teachers don't do it, let's say you teach SS3 students, if your other colleagues don't do it from SS1, it will be so hard for you to teach some topics in SS3. And sincerely, what we always do is, when we notice that this foundation topic, these children, they don't get it, you will want to blame the teacher that taught them in SS1. Are you getting me? And you won't want to take that load of teaching them that topic again. Are you with my point? So let us also encourage each and every one of educators around us. Tell them about PhET Simulations. And our next workshop will be in November. We're taking another batch in November. Encourage them. Please be in the community. Please be in the community. Don't just leave the WhatsApp group. I'm going to be updating you, especially the Facebook group. Please be in the Facebook group. Let me share the Facebook group. Please do be in the Facebook group, okay? Because there I would be sharing most things, okay? Because I won't want to be disturbing people with so much, chats and all that, because it can be distracting. So I've just shared the Facebook group link. All right. So please be in the Facebook group. Join the Facebook group. So, every STEM resources I do get from anywhere, I share them there. Okay. So, and if you also have resources to share with other colleagues, please also do share. I beg you, share. Let us collaborate. Let us help education grow in this part of the world. The better it is, the better for our own generation. It makes life better overall for the whole country. Not, and I think if we do make this country better, everyone will want to come to Nigeria back, or other people with. It's just that we don't know. As Nigerians are living to abroad, you see Indians, you see even the Americans themselves, they are coming here to make money. That's the most surprising thing. Very, very surprising. As we are living, people abroad are seeing opportunities here. They are coming, and we are living. So, but if we make things better, industrialize our country, and it starts through STEM education. it starts here. I know by God's grace, one day God will do it. The government will pick this thing up and make our country better, just the way it happened in China, in Singapore. You know, those places were far worse than this country, far corrupt than Nigeria. You don't want to know the history of Singapore or other countries. They were far, far, far corrupt than even what we're experiencing here. But there was a change. So I believe it's going to happen in this country. By God's grace, I will see it. We will all see it. I want to say in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, I will say it. Amen. Okay, because I so much believe in this country. I so much believe in our continent, Africa, for great things to happen here. So, you know, as I said, we're just going to take 1 hour of your time, you know, sharing experiences. I'm so happy, like 3 people have shared their experiences in how PhET has been impacting their classrooms. You can see Mr. Ayola just said he just used it to introduce a topic. He just used it to introduce a topic. You see where the relevance of PhET is, okay? It's relevant in introduction of a topic that you know that it might be hard for students to have a grasp of. We as teachers know those topics. So you can use PhET in helping, you know, students get it in-depthly and let it sink in. So let us continuously spread awareness of the usage of PhET. Please, the next workshop will begin in November by God's grace. I will share the flyers about it. Please share with your fellow colleagues, you know, all around Nigeria, all around Africa to join this workshop. It's online, it's virtual, so it means you can join from any part of Africa and any part of Nigeria. So thank you so much for, you know, staying. For those who have been staying, you know, you did workshop 1, workshop 2, workshop 3, and workshop 4. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. And finally, if you can just, you know, put on your videos, let's just take a final picture and we'll say bye. Oh, I see a question. Before we do that, a question. Esther, please, you can mute and speak.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I enjoyed the whole program.
Yes.
My challenge is I read English, okay, and I've been trying to work with the whole thing I've been learning. It's been challenging, really. So how do I go from here? I teach English in my school.
If you teach English, yeah, that's okay. You might not be able to apply it in your own teaching, or if you are maybe an elementary teacher or you have colleagues around you, you can direct them to the PhET. For you, if you are going to teach maths, I will also say people that are of the arts, maybe English, you can do this for if you want to teach elementary maths, because there's an elementary maths section in the PhET sim. So whichever simulations you are doing, work on the elementary maths, like the number play. You get my point. There's an easy one that you can easily pick. Yes. Don't go for the sciences and the big short and you know, physics and all that.
I discovered them.
So
the funniest thing is I went for physics in my implementation, and I've been able to grasp the concepts.
Oh, you were able to
grasp it.
Oh,
yes.
Great.
So I plan using it for my children with me at home.
Great.
They are in the SS classes.
Great.
So the implementation, I'm going to use it with them and see how it goes.
Oh, great. And please direct your fellow colleagues to sign up for the course. Please direct them. I would share the flyer for the next course very soon on the group. Okay, thank you so much, Mrs.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, if you have, I forgot to mention, if you have, maybe you are, you have a position in any of these groups like science teachers group, private owners, private school owners group, you know, associations. Okay, I can come and train for free. I can come, and if you can organize a 3 days workshop, you know, you just get the facility ready. I can come there and train the teachers for free. Okay, so please do, anyone that has a position there should please, you know, you can contact me. I can come and train a whole group of teachers in the physical location for free. So please let me know if you're in any of those associations. I think there's the STAM of Nigeria, Science Teachers Association of Nigeria. There's some, you know, I know the government one is a big work. You know, you have to go to offices. But if you also have that connection, you know, to any state ministry, I can also come. If it's organized, I can come and facilitate for free. DTW Foundation can come to do that, to train all the teachers, science teachers on PhET simulations. Okay. Madu Chiamaka, you can quickly speak. You can unmute and speak. Let me hear your question.
Okay. What I want to ask is, I didn't attend the first lesson, the very first one, but I've attended 3 now. No, but I had this problem of getting into the activities. But this, I think on Friday, I was able to. So what I'm asking is, will I be allowed to complete my own activity?
Of course, I just saw someone, David Kolawale, is asking when is the new deadline. I know that we teachers are, you know, I know workload, wahala, I know. So I'm going to be extending it for another 2 weeks. Okay, so which is going to be very, very enough for most of us to complete. So I'll be so instead of it to end, it's supposed to end 1st of October. So I'll extend another 2 weeks. So it's going to be like, what's the calendar?
That's that would be 16, something like that.
Yeah, like 21st or 20th of October. So we're going to extend it. So please, let us all work on this. And please, on the group, feel free to ask your questions. And the community, please let us also help out. Not only me, we can help out. If we have gone far, please help out our other colleagues. We can be patient. You know, just like in a classroom, not all students can, you know, when you say start, you shoot that gun, not all will start. Are you with me? So everyone has their pace. So that's why I try to be very, even if it's frustrating, some teachers, some educators can ask some frustrating questions over and over again, which I've answered over and over, but still I understand. There are several things that, you know, we have families. I'm a family woman. There are several things that can, you know, take our attention, and also I try to support. So we as community, please let us also support one another. Let's connect. Okay. Thank you so much, Madam Chiamaka. Mr. Olawale, please, you can speak finally.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. My complaint has been attended to. I got the message. Thank you so much, ma.
All right, thank you. Any other person with a question before we call it a day? Any other person? Okay, if no other person, please can we?
Good afternoon, ma. I have a question.
Thank you so much, ma.
Okay, you have a question, Oluwafisayo. You can ask.
Yes. Yes. So my question is that by the time, though I've not done the simulations, I'm just starting. I've not had time to do any of the assignments really, but I'm going to try to do it this week.
Okay.
Just like you said, workload and everything for teachers. So my question is, if I download the simulations and I want to share with my children, like the children in my class, will I be able to, how do I go about that? Will they have access to?
Of course, it's freely accessible to anyone in the world. Let me show you.
So is it that they have to also log in or something to do?
No, they don't. They don't.
Okay.
Let me
because the thing is, my own children have their devices, and I'm like, okay, if I'm going to teach them,
they have their personal devices.
Yes,
that's
they
nice.
all have theirs. So you for each of them now to be able to access the simulations, how do I go about it?
That's it now. Go to the website, phet.colorado.edu.
So it means I will share the website with them, like the URL with them.
Yes. Okay. See, okay, now for this, all right, just click on your browser. Can you see your screen?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
You see this thing I highlighted now? Just select it and give them. Just copy it. Copy it down.
And share with them.
And share with them. It will take them directly to the simulation. You can see, I'm going to put this now into another new tab. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I didn't copy that. Hold on. See? You just open on their Chrome browser. Even if, okay, this has to happen when there's internet. When I take them here, click, it takes them here. But if you want,
Okay.
okay, if you want them to have, you can tell them when they get home, they do this and come here and download. So it automatically downloads into their tablets. Okay? Can you see this button here?
Okay.
So when it downloads, even if they come to school and there's no internet, it's going to work. Are you with me?
Okay, I get. Yes, I am with you, ma'am. I'm with you.
So I'm also going to, immediately after this webinar, I'm going to share some videos. Among the videos, you will see how to access simulations. You can also watch all those videos. It will really, really help you out throughout the course. Okay?
Okay, thank you very
Just
much,
to
ma'am.
add,
All right.
just to add, I think she can just download and share with them.
Aha. But you know, because of virus and all that, let them all, they can, if they come to school with their devices, maybe 5 minutes to close of the day, you can help them download it on their systems to prepare for the next day. Okay? But you can also download on a flash drive and share. But you know, because of virus and all that, I don't really advise usage of flash drives and all that. Okay?
Yes, I'll just tell them to download. There's internet, they have access to internet.
So just direct them. When you can do it on a projector on the board, how they can download it. Then they go home and do it. I think that's
yes. Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am.
No problem. Thank you very much, John, Caleb. Okay, Augustina, you can speak now.
Okay, good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Please, ma, my question is, I started the course on my phone. I followed the instruction because of the earlier stage, you told us that those of us using phone can download the Coursera app.
Okay.
So I want to switch to my laptop now. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I want to start using the laptop so I can complete all the activities.
The same way you signed in, use the same email and your password. And click, always join from the email that we sent to you. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I should join through because I originally had a Coursera account before that the password, everything was saved. So it was easy for me to do everything on my phone. But now I'm going to be using the laptop. That's why I'm asking the question.
Use the
I'm not
same.
able to retrieve the password I used.
That you have to use. So when you click, you don't remember, you have to use forget password. So when you do forget password, Coursera will send you like a new link to redo a new password. Are you getting me? So just follow those process. You still have access to your account.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. So thank you.
Sorry, just to add, your phone, if you use Google Chrome on your phone, you could also retrieve the password for any account you actually open and save on that Google Chrome via password manager. Just go for settings, password manager, and you'll be able to retrieve your password for whatever account you opened on Chrome and saved on Chrome. So that's just to add to that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Eric. I hope you heard that, Augustina. Thank you. Okay?
Yes,
all right.
ma, thank you.
Yeah, any queries, always, on the group, I would open the group at least once a day, sometimes twice a day when I'm quite less busy with things I do. Okay, so you can always drop your questions on the group. I will be there to support you. Okay, so thank you. Thank you so much for taking our time this morning. And I'm so sorry that I've taken your own time. I think it's past you. What's the time now? It's like 11 minutes, okay, gone. So can you quickly, let me see your faces. Can we see your faces this morning? Okay. Let's see your faces this morning. Let me quickly take a picture. Thank you. Let me see your faces. Thank you. I hope people, I say thank you, DTW. Thank you so much. Oh, Esther, thank you. Amen. I say amen to your prayers. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin. Godwin, you are here. Godwin, are you here? Are you still here? I played your video. You were not here.
I went out before.
You should have notified me now. I don't think. Do you still want to explain what you were doing with your video? Huh?
I was just trying to introduce this for the first time in our school because we lack some of the equipment that are needful, as in terms of laptop, internet connection, and all of that. So I decided to use my phone. So I gave them my phone. A colleague of mine was covering the video. I was trying to show them a different way of getting the distance between 2 point labels that were not taught when they were in junior classes, GS1. Actually, those students, they are in GS3. So I'm trying to take them back memory lane, trying to tell them that the way they taught number line then, this one is the practical part of it, and this one is better off than them. So that was all we did.
Okay, great. I had played your video. Can you see your video on the screen?
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so I had played it. I was like, you should be here.
The time was too short. For
I know. I understand. Thank you for your great work. You can see breaking through barriers. That's what Mr. Godwin just said. He said they don't have. I'm sure this is a public school, right?
Yes, of course. In Lagos, government school.
Government school in Lagos. So no internet. Some computers. I've gone to implement this in some government schools, and what I noticed that in government schools, all these NGOs and foundations will come, give them computers, but you will see it covered in dust.
And it will spoil there. That's one thing.
And it will spoil there. So it's because they've not seen usage for this. So you can, reach out to other public schools that maybe even have computers. This is a way for them to carry them to the computer lab and let the children there even touch computer and know what computer is. That's why you see some, I do also teach young ones JAM and all that. This JAM CBT, some children don't know what mouse is, how to play around with mouse. They are afraid of mouse. They are afraid of keyboard.
They've not touched it before.
They've not touched it before, but these things are in the computer lab in government schools. So if we can start as science teachers, try to make use of, even if it's 40 minutes, one term, in a term, let them
let me
that.
talk to you. You know that we have e-library there, but we cannot access it. They said government have not given us the approval.
So we have several issues, but we will break through the barriers. I'm sure when your principal sees you doing this, he will not say, go and use your e-library now. Are you getting me? So it's to see when other teachers start, they'll say, no, go and use these resources. You see the push and drive. So that's why we as here, educators breaking through all those barriers. You can see what Mr. Godwin did. He used his phone. That is what we are saying. There's always the question of when you don't have device, when your school doesn't have this, when you use what you have, with also your own teacher community support in your school. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin, for
God bless you for
stopping by. Thank you. All right. So let me see your faces. Let's quickly take the final picture. Can I see your faces? Yes, lovely. I see Oluwafisayo, lovely. It's as if you've eaten good moi moi and some pap or akara today or something. I know Nigerian food. I see my gentleman, your wives must have, done something lovely for you this morning. So thank you. Let me quickly take our pictures. Let's just smile. Can we just do a thumbs up while we smile? Can I see that, everyone? Thumbs up. Let me see. Good one. Thank you so much. Okay, and have a lovely weekend. Okay, thank you. All right, I appreciate you all.
Thank you.
All right. So see you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes. You are welcome. Thank you, and have a.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We are grateful.
Yes.
Thank you, ma. God bless you, ma.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm so grateful for all you do.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all for joining us today.
Thank you for being there.
Great, great. Yes, thank you, thank you. Yes, I see you all.
Thank you
Bye,
for being
everyone.
there.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Bye. Oh, my baby. Bye. Bye. Dimo shoots. Bye. I see you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.